first of all, just great kids from great families. And I think sometimes you don't always get that right in recruiting, but man, did we get it right with these kids and just where they come from and what they're made of. And, you know, the DNA of those kids, it's going to shape your program if they're here for as long as they've been here. And so I look at that and I look at the influence they've had in our locker room. I think back onto the influence that they've had during the summer as we lead up into, you know, the fall, and how that matters, right? That matters how you lead kids that are 3 or 4 years younger than you are. How do you connect with them? Hey, this is how we do it here. And those guys have been awesome. They've been leaders. It's just hard to imagine 4 years have gone by. I mean, I'm just going to think of recruiting some of these guys during COVID, you know, and that seems like so long ago. And now here we are, and their time is starting to come to an end here. If you look back on the growth of our players, their development, not just, you know, in the baseball realm, but academically, certainly spiritually, socially. When we get kids here, that's really what we talk about, is just we want you to grow in 5 areas. Spiritually, number 1, socially, number 2, academically, then the strength piece, and then the baseball part last. And I think these guys have really done a good job of not flipping that around, because as males, we want to put the baseball first and the strength first, and then the other 3, you know, we'll just kind of take them in stride. And I think these guys have done a good job of understanding why they're here and who they can influence and how they can influence them. And when you look at older players and you say, hey, follow those guys, it makes it so much easier from a coaching standpoint, because you don't have to really pull guys in the right direction. You can allow the players to have the influence on them. And I think those guys have done that. And I think their leadership has been not just the baseball part of it, but certainly off the field and what they bring to the table. And they're just a joy to be around every day. And so when you like being around your older players who are going to kind of put their arm around you, it just it breeds that culture that I think you want in your locker room. I know you want in your locker room, and they've done a really good job with that. If your teammates, who are the most important part of your daily experience in the program, are willing to be that accommodating and patient with you, and put their arm around you and love you and care about you, then you feel comfortable. And so if you're comfortable, I get the best version of you every day. If I get the best version of you every day, it's not perfect. That doesn't mean you know, you're going to be great every day on the field performance-wise, but if we get the best version of you and you're comfortable here, then I think we have a chance to tackle some of those goals that you have personally and that we have as a program. These guys are going to be successful with whatever they do. I'm so proud to be their coach, and I hope that they take from our program, even if it's just a little bit of that discipline and that routine, and combine that with their faith and their growth here, and what they know matters is God's plan for their life. And that becomes who they are as a husband, who they are as a dad, who they are as a coworker, all the things that are way more important than how hard you can throw it and how far you can hit it. I just want them to know how much they've impacted me, because I had a chance to look forward to every single day of just being around them and showing up and saying, yep, there's my guys. Those are the guys that I feel like kind of give you that stability in your practice. They give you that stability in your day, because they know exactly what I expect, and I know exactly, you know, what they expect every day. And you just have that relationship with older players that's really cool. And there's not a day that goes by where I don't appreciate being around them. It's hard for me to kind of wrap my brain around sometimes, because you think you have forever with them. That good saying that the days are long, but the years are short. It hits harder every single year.